took off my coat. The next second, I was an expected mom. When I walked into the hotel as a mom-to-be, security relaxed instantly. No one suspected that a heavily pregnant woman could be a top-tier assassin. As I closed in on the target, I began to show mid-pregnancy discomfort. Sure enough, someone left to get me a drink. Those few seconds were my chance. I moved in fast. I swapped his phone while he wasn't looking. I knew exactly what would happen. When the scheduled time came, an electromagnetic pulse would take the ambassador's life. The plan went smoothly. By the time the guard returned with dessert, the target was already dead. Panic spread instantly. Calls for aid filled the room. I was preparing to leave when something unexpected happened. A guard burst in. As the only outsider, no disguise could escape his suspicion. I stayed calm. Professional training kept me steady, but the young guard's stare felt off. He'd never seen a pregnant woman like this before. He froze. I struck hard. The tight space in the fake belly slowed me down. In a single moment, his blade pierced my disguise. The fake pregnancy was fully exposed. The fight shattered any hope of a low-profile exit. I had to force my way out. I wrestled his weapon free. Surprisingly, I still moved through the barrage of fire. Luck and skill were with me. I wasn't alone. The retreat had already been arranged. I only had to get through the service corridor to be safe. I couldn't be followed. I changed plans on the fly. When security found the opening, they would think I'd left the building. That was the decoy. Now, I stood in a stairwell, changing my identity. Minutes later, the blonde was gone. The hotel uniform became my new disguise. I walked down the hall without a flinch. The building was on lockdown, but the person they were looking for did not match my new look. Everything seemed to go according to plan. Then the safe house behind me was attacked. The contact was knocked out before he could radio. The extraction coordinates were altered. I was forced to go to a new location. I reached the subway station. My gut told me I had to cut every trace. In the blind spot of an escalator, I used 10 seconds to finish a second disguise. He was already waiting at the rendezvous point. He pushed a cart as cover. I never expected that cart to hide danger. Scratches on the light made my blood run cold. Our organization never made that mistake. This was not one of ours. A chill ran up my spine. I turned and ran into the crowd without hesitation. I drew my weapon. Shots rang out across the block. Chaos became my only cover. He stood there stunned. My reaction had far exceeded his expectations. He couldn't chase me. Police had already locked him down.